Andy, my man, what's happening, big dog?
Yo, what is going on, man? I wasn't sure if we're having a show tonight, but you know what? I'm just happy I'm here and I'm with you. It's been a while, man.
It's been a little bit, man. I took in Rolling Thunder episode 56. We made it, man. Had a little bit of a late start tonight. I had a dealer sale went through it in South Georgia. It was like 2.5 hours each way, and I literally left at like 2 o'clock and just literally now got in the door. We came upstairs and made a stream run real fast, but
Damn.
I'm gonna get that bread. So I'm gonna go out there
Hustling.
and make some deals happen. Yeah, exactly. What was funny too was because the guy had ordered some stuff and we ground shipped it so we could have it pretty quick for a customer. And I hit him up and I'm like, hey man, because I already charged him for the delivery and all that stuff when we did the initial transaction like a couple days ago.
Right.
So he'd already paid for the delivery and stuff. So I was like, hey, I'm about to drive down there. Is there anything else that you need? To save you delivery charge on me coming down there. We go ahead and stock up. He's like, no, I'm good. Let's go ahead and get it. I'm like, all right, I'm on my way. I got like literally to the interstate, and the guy's like, oh no, let's go ahead and get this, and this. I'm like, oh son of a gun, like I'll take it. But I mean, it ended up being good as a scale, but it wasn't just driving up there to deliver stuff, but definitely put me behind a little bit on time, which I didn't going to ramble on it, but it's just been quite.
No, it happens. What you're doing is being a distributor, and you're hand delivering these, whatever it is, amp subwoofers, to these dealers, to these stereo shops to sell the products. And what you're doing is pretty awesome, man. It's time consuming, man. Yeah, it's a business.
I get a lot of gratitude and pride, putting quality stuff in shops and being the guy that's the go-to guy that they ask questions or for information or how they should do things. And it's pretty freaking cool, man. I'm literally having the time of my life on it. Now, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure you have the same thing with your online persona. I get 50 gajillion questions a day normally. It's like, they're like, I don't mean to bother you. Don't take much time. I'm like, and I generally try to, answer all of, which we're supposed to be doing a question segment on here now, but it's like, dude, you don't realize 15 other people hit me up. Just like, hey man, let me ask this real quick, at the same time.
That's why, me doing my own live streams with just, throwing up the questions, answering them as best I can, helps a decent amount. Now, it's not that one-on-one through Messenger and stuff, but for the simple stuff, it does work for that, and obviously reaching out to people that I don't even know to help them. But right, like you said, it's hard to help everybody, and then once you have 10 people, 15 people, it starts getting to a point where it's just, you can't help everybody. And it's just, as we all do it together, we make the community better and do what we can. And that's the great thing about the internet, man.
And Bob, it's been a pretty good time. I usually like to take in, if I'm in my excursion, either give the shop I'm at, demos or their customers there. And now I'm showing up in the Civic, and as I'm like, hey, you want to hear my Gately box, bro? Dude. Then all reality is that I'm putting the 400.4 to work, and the kicker amp that I got from you and everyone signed and all that stuff. It's really not enough power for that sub, but I mean, it's enough where it's this is enjoyable.
Right, just enough to make some kind of bass. Now, what's the RMS on that Gately sub? 750 or something?
Yeah, 700 watts, and I have it wired. I have two channels bridged at 4 ohms, so this thing a 2 ohm load, so it should be around 200 watts. But then there's impedance rise and all that stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. I literally. Because I've got in the car for my mother, so I took in. I had a smaller system in already that I put in for Mother's Day, 2015, something like that. But it's a Stinger OFC 8-gauge kit that I put in there, and so I was like, what amp do I have running around? I can feed on 8-gauge wire, and it'll be probably all right.
Yeah.
And I saw that laying on my shelf there, and I was like, freaking bet, bro.
Hey, it'll get down. You know what I mean? People say 200 watts isn't that much, but with a single sub that you got, and in a custom box, it's going to get down, dude. It's gonna get down.
And don't get me wrong, I'm thoroughly excited. This is still going to be a small setup in that car. So I'm doing the Sky High Neo 3-way setup. I'm going to do it active. And
nice.
We've got the Skyway, exactly, yeah. So I've got them. I'm going to do a 3-way active setup. I'm working with custom speaker pods. He's going to make me some A-pillar pods for the 3.5s and the tweeters and the A-pillars and the 6.5s and the doors. And then, so I'm going to probably be doing a SDX 6-channel like I have in the Excursion.
Okay.
And then take and do the 600.1, which really is 700 watts on the subwoofer. So I have two little matching amps.
And this is for your Civic with
my daily Civic, the 2007 Civic, yeah.
Okay. Now, the 6-channel sounds perfect for your 3-way setup. You know, you have all control of, you know, what you want to power with what with the 3-way with the 6-channel. I mean, that's kind of perfect. Do you think you need more power though? You know, just so you don't have to, you know, throw something else in there, more power than the 600.1 you said you were going to run?
I thought about it. I could do the 1200.1, and I really could do that, and you know, give it some either way. And that actually might end up doing that because it makes the 1200.1 the same size as the 6-channel, so it'll be like 2 of the same looking amps.
Right. I just say that just because it's like what you have right now, it's like you're way underpowered. It doesn't matter how much you clip it, you're never going to kill it. But then once you get to that threshold of like matching RMS, all it takes is, you know, a couple songs you're not playing too clean, and that sub's going to fail. You know, you know it just like anybody, you know, throw more power on there so it's cleaner power and you're not sending clip power. You're going to run into, you know, just physical limitations of the driver before thermal in most cases.
What's happening, Billy? Oh, for sure, yeah, we're so we need more power. Yeah, Joe talking for the phone. Put 2K on it, dude. It'll be fine. No, the
exactly.
biggest thing is yeah, I might do the 1200s. My biggest thing that I want to take and stay on it is I really want to keep this a somewhat. Obviously, I know I'm talking about doing a 3-way action setup in the front, but I want to keep this a small power system. I want to be able to do one. I want to do an upgraded battery in the front, and then one run of 1/0 to the back. Then we'll split into 2 ramps so I can run 4 gauge off of.
Nice,
then,
nice.
So taking what's happening, Darian? So yeah, we'll keep it something like around $1,000, $1,200 system that pretty much anybody could take and do that just sounds really good. And then believe it or not, like I said,
demo
even
vehicle.
on the Gailey 8 smacking right now. Like it sounds pretty darn good. The right now the problem in the car, like I put some like Infinity Kappas in the doors or something like that I haven't even looked at since I did the install, but right now since I put the upgraded head unit in, that the stock speaker, the speaker is still in the stock amp. So it's like the preamp going into the stock amp is like way higher. So like I turned the freaking the source level thing like the -15. Like if not, there's a trade off though because like it made the doors not sound like duty, but now I'm cutting the sub level pre out so far down that I have to I have the gain turned all the way up on that. Just being straight up with you, but it's like not anywhere near clipping because I've cut the pre out voltage down so low by turning the gain down.
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
You know, it's
It'll be fun.
So you're gonna run
the rear.
So you're gonna run that system, and then you're gutting out the Excursion, and then you're gonna use that just for deliveries, right?
So we've got a little, and I might be doing like a slight instead. I might be doing a slight rebuild and hold me up a little more. I might be just adding some more. Might be adding just some steel and some more bracing in, and then
you're hanging out with Casey too much. That's the problem. See,
touche. Well, the game plan was to do 8, but now I got talked into a little upgrade, and like I'm sure you guys, if you guys are on my Facebook or anything like that, you've seen I've teased the Trinity amps and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And my problem right now has been I've had great luck with the Solid 12K, and it's been all right power. But when I go to these shows and I demo it for a very long time, my amp's getting hot, and like there is no way around it if you got fans on it or whatever. But we're talking about doing it for hours of the day, and in the summer heat and stuff like that, you're still going to be combating ambient temperature and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think what we're going to do is swap the 6 Trinity 8Ks at 4 ohms each. So one for each sub.
Jeez, wait, Trinity, what size are the amps? And you're going to put one on each sub?
8,000 watt RMS amps, one on each sub at 4 ohms though, so it's like 3,200 watts RMS. And I can see if it's not enough power, I can still go back and rewire to 1 because it's just seriesing each.
Yeah, so you want something that's just going to run cooler, so you have way more power, and you're never going to. I mean, you could do the same thing at 1 ohm, just set your gains down lower, just so if you do want more power, it's just a gain click away, like because you can set low. I know what you're saying to set it at 4 ohms, and you might get better transients or however that works with run an amplifier at a higher impedance. It's just going to have better control, so it all depends. Maybe you should get the ohmie for that. That would be a perfect situation.
They don't even make an ohmie right now. They have that one that they're in production with, or not production in like designing, but it's been a discontinued product for quite some time. And I mean,
so I thought Spark was making a new one because they used to have the old one where it was a big switch.
Yeah, I like the original ohmie. Y-Base has 2 in his truck, and it looks sick with them mounted on top of those salt lamps. But I'm not really worried about it that much. Like, touche, always be tempted to crank it, yeah. Set it at 1 ohm, gain exactly, always be tempted to do it. We'll see how it does at 2 ohms, 4 ohms each amp, because at the end of the day, I got a 12K between 6 subs, which technically it's really 20,000 on amp. But I mean, like after rise and all that stuff, probably rising to 9, 10, probably 12 plus ohms after impedance rise at between 6 subs on one amp in that big ass box. But so I mean, I should be looking at more power anyway. I look at it.
Yeah, because you're wired at what, 2 ohms on that right now?
No, I'm at 7.
0.7. Okay, then I mean you're probably around 3-4 ohms, but still you're clamping 9-10K out of that guy, right? You're going to have a lot more power on tap. You should sure. with you, because you have 8 subs now.
6.
You're going with 6. Okay, I didn't know if you were going with 2 more. So you have 6 times 1500. Yeah, you'll have another 2, 3, 400 watts more power than you already had, and you'll be playing cleaner.
And face values, and nobody's gonna know they're wired at 4 ohms. You look in the back of the truck and you see 6 big ass amps, and you're like, damn, 48,000, face value watts.
That'll be good too, because they'll be like, bro, what do you got your subs wired at? I'd be like, 4 ohms. You'd be like, what? 4 ohms? Yeah.
Exactly, dude. Rob calls it. So dude, Slamology. I drove the whole way there. I carefully set 3 preset tunes on my radio, so I can be like demo, sauce, and then impress somebody. And then I had a couple shots and a couple beers, and it was like everyone's getting the full kill mode, straight 9.9 volts. Who cares?
I swear it just doesn't sound quite as loud. You have to turn it up a little louder, the beer gets in the way or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, then not only that, if you get anybody else loud demos, or you've already heard yours all day and the voltage is low, it's not quite as loud as it was.
Right. I need more distortion. I need it. Trust me, it makes a difference.
For sure, man. Even in my setup, when I'm demoing at 15 volts versus by the end of the day when I'm demoing at 12 volts, there's a pretty freaking noticeable difference in the overall output. It always sucks too, is because it's always when somebody that you want to impress, comes by to get a demo, and it's like, dude, I've already now I'm letting it recharge right now. We haven't done it. We're at the Sundown show and Fuller came up, dude. So the Assault 12 protects at 130 degrees Fahrenheit, right? I was at 127 degrees Fahrenheit. Just told everyone I'm gonna let it cool off. Fuller shows up with his wife, and he's like, "Can we get a demo?" And I'm like, "Well, we're 3 degrees from thermal throttling, right? From thermal protection, but let's go ahead and send it." But it must.
You gotta send it for the owner. You have to.
Dude, I'm being straight up with you. It literally, if it was anybody else, it would have just went straight into thermal protect. It literally did a whole song within 3 degrees of the thermal protection.
Damn.
I'm like, whoo! Now we for sure gotta let it cool off.
Yeah. Hey, it cools itself down while you're playing it anyway. That's come on.
Exactly.
It's cool, man. To hear your progress with doing everything. I've been tuning into the shows that I miss. I'm just happy that I'm finally here. It feels like it's been a while.
What happened from the arm, man?
Good. Here, throw up. I'll share my screen real fast. I have a picture of just his cast here. Here, give me 1 second. He's doing good. We just went to the doctors, and we had to sign the cast. That's me, Daddy, and then Mr. B and Mommy. So he's doing a lot better. We went in there, checked on him. It's not bad. The fracture is very, very small, but they said 2 more weeks and then they'll be able to take it off. So. I mean, he's running around like there's no problem. So,
heck yeah. Well, I'm sure. I was about to say he's gonna be beating his brother with it before you know it. They're gonna be fighting or something like that. Yeah,
oh, it's like a club hammer,
Yeah, dude. Once the kid figures out that he's got a blunt force weapon with him, nobody's gonna be messing with him. All right.
Yeah.
Casey, he said he was running late. We haven't spoke to him since.
Damn. That's cool, man. Life gets in the way, and it's just, you guys are busy doing, because Casey's doing installs and doing his stuff, and, you're running your own damn business, man. I mean, come on. We're just a podcast, just having fun here.
Oh, sure. Well, like I said, luckily I have a team. I've got Joe and, quite a few other people that I can lean on and help with stuff. But, yeah, when we get to delivery, that's where it gets crazy.
Right. Yeah, Friday's a busy day for deliveries, man. It's like, hey, what? Actually, I do need that.
Yeah, but I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of stuff I can ship to dealers, stuff like that. But if it's hey, I need these for a customer tomorrow, there is no way around that. But again, that's why, it's a service they pay for. Which don't get me wrong, they get billed for that stuff. But I mean, it's part of the I
thought you did that for free, man. Gas is going down. Come on, man.
Yeah, gas is going down, and the excursion just fucking ready to go.
We got someone that popped up in the green room here. It's not RGA. I don't know who it is, though. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's a podcast. Yeah, it's fun. You let any old wino into the show like me. I'm just popping in to say hi. How you guys doing? Get ready to see this all go away, fellas.
You're gonna cut
No.
your
Coming down the pipe for me.
You can't do it. You can't do it.
Oh,
I
shit,
won't
I
cut
can't
my
hear
kid's
you.
hair.
What's going on here?
Damn.
What's up, RJ?
That's not my fault.
That's pretty much all I do is I just try to play Tetris.
Sorry, wife left, so I'm like watching you guys and watching the boy, and I can't hear you for whatever reason, so I'm going to step out. But Andy,
Later, bro.
you guys, love you, man. Keep
Later,
up,
bro.
Love you too,
keep
buddy.
up the good work. Keep on keeping on.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Good to see you,
Thanks for jumping on. RJ, he's crazy. He's awesome, though.
buddy. Yeah, going back to what Jake was saying about being a delivery guy, you wouldn't believe how hard it is. It's like every time that I drive the Civic instead of the Excursion, it's like huge ass order, and I'm like, oh, do I want to go home and get the truck or get Joe's just the Yukon too? But it's like, and Joe didn't even believe me the other day because I had that like it was like amps and SA18s. That's not gonna fit, dude, because only 2 fit in the trunk, and I'm like, bro, I'm fitting these freaking subs in this car, and they're like turn them the right way and stack them, like to move the seat forward and back, and it's like,
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a 2-door, right? 2-door
it's a
coupe
2-door
or something.
Civic.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you only get so much in there, man.
I make it work though, dude. I make it work. And don't get me wrong, we have access to the stuff, but I mean, like, obviously with the delivery stuff, the least you can make your expenses into the delivery, the better it's gonna work out. Yeah, I got 4 18s into a Civic and a handful of amps. The transit van would be good. Really, any kind of if it has to be able to do a 4x8 sheet in the back. If I could put a pallet in the back, that's what would be best.
Yeah, Ford Transit, they're pretty much made to be company cars. They're just a tin can. Literally.
I mean, like a lot of so many problems that like Casey's is on its like second transmission or something like that.
Yeah, I mean it's a Ford, so it's just it's a hit or miss with that stuff. Usually they rot out.
Sure.
But for what it is, they're not bad.
They're
not
I
bad.
think Joe's other work vehicle was like one of the big Ford ones, and it's apparently been a turd box. But one day though, I was gonna get like a '90s GM, like shagging like a Sierra work van, and just be like a base rig looking, freaking work truck. But at that point though, you're just driving a gas hog 4.3 or a V8, for a work vehicle. It's like not even the point of having something like that.
Right. Yeah, I think those the ones he was talking about, the Ford Transit, those got little 4-cylinder engines. So I mean, as long as you're not towing something crazy, you're getting pretty good gas mileage out of it compared to, a Ford Excursion,
Yeah, exactly. That's what's funny. Like someone's like, "Oh, I bet you that's cheaper on the Excursion." I'm like, "Yeah, it costs like 1/8 of a tank of the cost of the Excursion to fill up, and you get the same mile range." It's like, pretty big difference there.
But you get the enjoyment of delivering the car audio products and giving them a demo.
Dude.
I mean, come on.
When you first meet people, they are like mind fucked that you show up in a demo vehicle, packed full of product, or with a trailer behind it, packed full of product. They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, you want to get a demo? Let's do it, bro." And
Pop
that's
the trunk. Pop
And
the trunk, and they'll be like, "Where's the subs at?" Oh, you got to get in the car.
Exactly. And it's actually part, like I've told you before, that's part of like my whole thing. I show up and do the meet and greet, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, well before we get in the paperwork stuff, let's go get a demo of the truck or whatever." And then they're like, "Oh my god," But
Right. Especially with just regular car audio shops. They're not doing the big crazy builds.
And don't get me wrong, and and I'll probably still keep using the Excursion for like the meet and greet, and or something special goes on, or like they have a customer they want to show something to. But for regular restocking orders, is I can drive the Civic and it'll be perfectly fine.
Right.
We got Blake. What's happening, buddy?
And another one. What's going on, Blake?
Not much.
I need to turn you up a little bit. I can't hear you that much.
Okay. Is that a thing that you do or that I do?
Well, I might be able to turn it up. It will not. Okay. Speak again.
We can control
there
your
we go.
computer from
There
here,
we go.
Blake. No.
Oh yeah. How you doing today, man?
Doing good.
Dude, so this is Blake, the intern at DD. I'm going to go and ask you. Well, I got you, bro. What was it like hanging out with Drew Jones and stuff like that for a minute? He came through DD and saw everybody, and apparently y'all got to meet.
Oh yeah, that was super fun. I was just hanging around for a little bit while I was not busy. I did get to sit in his truck, which
Nice.
it's a like sound quality vehicle.
Yeah.
The
And
kicker
he's
one.
really nice. No,
I thought he had the kicker with the
good.
IQ amps and everything.
no. He's got Karma Mobile Audio, 3-way components, a JL VXI amp, I'm not sure which one, and then a 10W3.
Damn. So he is just going all SQ, like
Yeah.
competition level. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's what I'm excited about too. And I thought I would be jaded, like, oh god, it's not gonna be loud or anything like that. And dude, having a small system too is just equally as fun. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and I catch myself listening to totally different music. I say the Excursion's musical, and I say it sounds good on music, but at the end of the day, I'm still listening to rebased music 99% of the, like 99.9% of the time. And it's like, let's go see some Spotify bangers, because there's a lot of stuff that I really can't rock out to super high level, like a lot of rock music, stuff like that, or something like a lot of music even, or especially like older 90s grunge and stuff like that. They never had an actually really good recorded, version of the song. Like, we'll find the high fidelity version of it. So like if you have a PA loudspeaker door set up, and it's just gonna, amplify that, and then like having the smaller high fidelity speakers,
All of the compression and artifacts, and they're just getting amplified to like 3,000 dB.
Blasted. You got super tweeter just right there pointing at your face.
Yeah, you got to even with any kind of system you got, even your Scott, you still got to tune everything else if you want to try to play different type of music, because you're usually cranking your crossovers different ways so you can play louder without other things bottoming out, and phase and time limit. It's a thing, but I mean, I know what you're saying. Spotify. I mean, I don't get too crazy. I listen to Spotify over Bluetooth. Kill me. But I'm not, SQ. I'm not going for all that. But if I go and listen to something kind of FLAC file over like a line, like a corded, and headphones, yeah, you can tell a difference. But I've never really messed with that in the car so much. And it's like, I don't have the proper system to hear those differences to a point where it's going to ruin my listening pleasure of the songs. So that's just me. I'm
hoping to hear this at the Sky High show, the Raiden build, and their Gately Raiden build with that crazy amp rack in the bed and stuff.
Jeez.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Blake, what's your opinion on Drew's beard? I thought it was bigger in person.
Honestly, I don't remember anything.
You don't remember that?
Oh wow. The thing that's funny about people don't realize about Drew Jones's beard, it's actually made up of 100 smaller mustaches.
You know what? That's starting to make sense now. Yeah. It's making sense. No, that's awesome. Yeah, Drew's been going around because he went to Kicker. What did he go down to JL too? Was it or Rockford? Rockford. He went down to Rockford, and then DD down there. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Speaking of that, we haven't really got to talk to you much. What was your Kicker experience like, man? You got to go out there for a week. You did the Kicker unmasked there, live, which was sick, man. I'm not even trying to play it. I was so stoked for you, man.
I seen you in the comments. Yeah. I'm like, Scott.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
Andy, the funny thing is, where I'm at right now is 2 blocks away from the hotel you were in.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Dude, I wish I had more time. It was a whirlwind tour. Literally I was there 2 full days, and then I was out of there 5 a.m. the next day. Because the times that I wasn't walking around talking to somebody, learning something, or, just seeing Kicker, because there's a lot there. And to do that in that little bit of time, I was going home at like 4 o'clock to the apartment to take a nap for like, just sit back, relax for an hour. Because, it's a lot from like, walking around, getting off the flight, you got jet lag, and then you're talking to everybody, you walking, shaking hands, having a good time. And you're, I mean, it was a little bit of pressure, but relaxed at the same time. I was having a good time, but it was just not enough time to even see anybody. Like literally even after the Unmasked show, yeah, I was up a little bit after all that because that was pretty fun. But the first night, man, I was whooped. I went to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm out, because it was just so much. That's crazy. You live 2 blocks from that hotel, man. That's awesome. I literally could have walked there, but it was like 90 degrees at like 9 o'clock. It was crazy.
I mean, also like when you were here, I was still in Oklahoma City.
But still, you're that close. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a nice town, man. It really is.
I'm just right off of the university.
Wow.
Is that a DD shirt you rock around? Let's see the DD shirt.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty sick.
That's just what I was wearing today. Didn't even put it on for the show.
I don't.
Just always repping. Always repping. They're like peeping through your windows. He wearing DD? Okay, he's good. He's good. He's good.
And he's like, this intern better be our money's worth right here. The thing about it now, actually, Andy, too, we might be figuring out something for next week's show because I'll be flying out to Nevada next week, but I might be able to do something on the on the road. 'Cause
Okay, well.
Oh, hey, Brian.
Oh, you know what? Next Friday, I'm not going to make it for either of the shows anyway. My buddy's getting married. I'll be in a wedding. So I don't know when I'm getting back. If I am, I'll be available. I just don't know when and I'll be back.
We might be rain checking next week. It'll be fine. We haven't before. What's up, Brian? How you doing today, man?
Hey, just wanted to see how this thing's sounding. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Check, check. 1, 2. Are those the Tabor 2s?
They are.
They're nice, man. Thanks for tuning in. Scott's flexing his cush. He's like, yeah.
I'm the only one here without
I wasn't
a kicker.
fortunate enough to win the.
It's okay.
I got lucky.
It's okay.
And I just had a brain fart when I said, like, even before you came on the stream, I was like, these are gonna save my butt for the plane rides. Like, I didn't even think about the freaking cushion seats, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They're nice. They're nice. I used a little bit of the noise canceling, and I didn't get sick like I did in the car. And I think it's because when you're on a plane, it's smoother than being in a car. Like when you're in a car, you're constantly moving. It messed with, my equilibrium, when I tried wearing them for the first time with the noise canceling. Oh, they worked, and it made me want to throw up. But I tried them on the plane, and it actually worked. And man, I conked out for an hour, and it's kind of scary falling asleep on a plane,
The noise cancellation showed me that I definitely have tinnitus in my ears, is what the first thing it showed. As soon as they would turn on, I was like, ring, and I was like, ooh, let's turn that back off. I don't
You know what that's from? That's from all that wasted information, man. Those headphones can pick it up. That's what it is.
They can.
What's going on, Brian? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. What do you got? What are you working on tonight? I heard you got a whole weekend. Anything in particular?
Yeah. No, just chilling, hanging back. Supposed to go karting with the kid tomorrow, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But
you want go karting?
Yeah, just kicking it.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, go karting.
It's nice to do nothing once in a while,
We've got
my son and I always.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
We always compete. No, that's all right. My son and I, we always compete at our local track, and we're always usually 1 and 2. He'll beat me, and then I'll beat him, and back and forth and whatnot. And so
that's awesome.
I haven't done
a little bit of
months,
competition
so
never hurt.
I'm a little out of practice.
We do somewhat frequent go-kart riding here. The thing, we have an Andretti's close by, and it was way better when they were gas carts. Now that they're electric carts, you get thrown in a track, and then and it'll be with 3 people that literally can't drive to save their life, and they'll throttle the carts. So you'll be trying to do a hot lap and do a time, and also it's ooh, electronically braked because somebody hit the freaking corner or bumping somebody. You're like, but then we have AMC or AMT, whatever. There's a racetrack local, and they have a go-kart track there, and it's pretty freaking sick. And we've done 10 by 10 racing and stuff like that on them. And the only thing on those is because they have dozens of go-karts, it's hit or miss if you get a fast one or not. Some of them be misfiring and shit and all kinds of stuff like that, sputtering.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like getting a rental, same thing, kind of renting one, right? I haven't won go-kart in a long time. I got the go-kart at home here, but it doesn't really run perfect. But I have a go-kart, but I have nowhere to really run it. So,
but you got a rotary motorcycle though.
I know that, dude. That thing's. I had to take it to the shop literally the day I got my permit. No lie, the day I got my permit, I took it out on the road legally. Okay, Kayla's following me. We're gonna go pick up some donuts and then go to Walmart or something like that. And she's following me on the bike, and I took off real hard, and then I'm pulling in the Dunkin' Donuts, and it's running. It's running rough, and I'm like, what the heck? Go around the drive-through, shut it off. And I'm like, what's going on? I let it sit, gave it some gas. Nah, everything's okay. I tried starting it, wouldn't start again. I'm like,
still saying, bad idea in the rotary.
What happened? See ya, Brian. Thanks for hanging out. So anyway, here's the condenser. We just replaced a condenser, but I guess it was from 1979, so I don't know. But either way, it was running, and I'm still waiting on it. So I just don't want to bother Eric. He's been going through a lot. Eric Thomas, he's the guy that's been working on the bike, and his father just passed away. So you know how that goes. So it's just bad timing. Bad timing.
It's not going to be riding terribly too much right now, anyway.
Right.
And your problem with that motorcycle, just like mine with the '79 Civic, is when you can buy some parts that are still available, but when you get it, it's it's been on a shelf for 40 years, and it's got a layer of dust on the box, and the bag's yellow and all that stuff. You're like, how good is this new part still, actually?
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, let's just go with the Japanese knockoff instead of the one that's 40 years
Sure.
NOS or whatever, you
Yeah,
know,
that-
OEM.
I got a bunch of bearings and wheel bearings, like brake pads, rotors, a whole bunch of control arms, all kinds of stuff off Rock Auto for my 79. And I'm telling you, like, it had to have been the last in existence of like 1979 new parts, because they were, I mean, like, literally like straight up 70s boxes. And you can tell they've probably been opened 50 times and retaped back and all that stuff. You're like, let's hope this is the right shit. But
I can't. Hey, you know, it's just cool that stuff's laying around so people like us can, you know, get car parts or whatever. It's crazy.
somebody's poor inventory system, they've had, you know, random car parts on the shelf for 30 years, and like, I knew it'd pay off one day having these. Like,
Yeah.
well, sorry.
Hey, with inflation, they probably quadrupled their investment. So, you know.
You also have to look at the overhead of how much this costs you. Just like when you get into like the business model stuff, it gets into like how much is this product costing you to keep each month and stuff like that too, though.
Right, that too. The climate control garage, it adds up.
If your physical footprint either in a building, don't get me wrong, we're talking about like one little box is one thing, but you know, we're taking up pallet space and stuff like that, or shelf space, it becomes valuable real estate in the building real quick. And I know that from experience fast, because I went from going, man, I'll not fill this warehouse up, to going like, where we're going to put this product at. Like when it shows
I was going to ask you, how many square feet is your warehouse that you're working with now?
I don't know the exact square foot that I'm renting. We can measure it if I need to, but I'm renting a section of the Snap-on warehouse that I with my previous business partner also. So it's
Okay.
mostly, yeah.
So you got a decent amount of area, and I mean that's cool to rent, especially, you know, just starting out in the business. You don't want to go too deep with just, you know, debt of just owning this giant mansion, and then next thing you know, you know what, I don't think I want to do this anymore, you know, or whatever the case.
No, I'm
You're
committed.
being
Bro.
smart
Everything's
about
an
it.
option. But the thing is getting into me now is I need to be getting into looking at like Home Depot style racks that can take pallets in racks. So
I made it.
Right. Casey is here. Wait, that's not Casey. Who's that guy?
Yeah,
Who
Paul
is
Blart.
that guy?
it's Officer Bard. Officer Kabar.
You can't
Last
park
time
there.
you were,
sir.
yeah.
He's coming to tell Blake that he's got a parking violation in his apartment.
No, I was buying a car, dude, and it like went longer than I thought.
You got the Civic?
No, I got an LS 430 on coilovers on 22.
Sick.
Yeah, look at the picture. I just sent it to the group.
LS 430. English?
Like, it's a Lexus 04.
Oh, a Lexus 430, the convertible ones.
No. That's a SC 430.
Oh,
Like the Pebble Beach edition ones.
so LS is just a regular sedan looking like a 300.
It's like a dope.
It's
It's a
body
dope
for there.
It's a dope
Okay.
car.
I sent a picture to the. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a baby daddy special. They're like the most ballin' thing you can get for the money.
I was
Yeah.
going to say that looks like
Yeah.
something like an FBI agent would drive or something like that as his daily, you know?
Or Paul Blart.
Undercover.
When you put a front balance on it, polish the headlights, and slam it even more. Put an exhaust on it. If not, remove
The coilovers are like all the way up, dude. I gotta roll the fenders. I mean, it can be dirt nasty low.
Let's slam the shit out of it. Take the mufflers off.
It looks clean. Don't do it.
How's the leather in it?
It's got its things, dude. It needs a couple things, but I mean, it was a really good deal. So.
What year is that? Like a 08,
04?
7, 04? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. It's got a 4.3 V8 3UZ. Got a little
Now,
bit of-
what kind of subs you
bit
going
of
to throw in there? I'm going to ask. What kind of
Nothing,
subs?
probably.
Single 12? Yeah.
I'm
Wall?
probably just gonna fix it up and fix the interior up and sell it once the wagon.
And sell for a profit, yeah.
Oh, flip car. Oh, that's
in
no
Atlanta-
fun. I don't
in
even want to
Atlanta-
see it. I don't even want to see it then.
If you find somebody's baby daddy hard enough for enough cash, that's a $2,500 car in Atlanta. $3,000 car. If you then you fix it up and sell it, it's a $5,000, $6,000 car. Especially if the leather's not fucked. If
Well,
the
how much
leather-
did you get it for? How much did you get it for?
430. It ain't just regular 400.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're all 430s that year, Casey.
Go with the 04s? I don't think
Yeah.
so. It's not a
Yeah,
400.
the 400 is only the 430.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive. They didn't make them at the same time. I need
Here
I
we
need
go.
John
a
just
PTSD.
my name with 2 S's and an IE.
Dude, you'll see that icon? I made Mullen into a freaking PNG image.
You
Or
made
maybe
that. I
you
was
do a
wondering
fucking-
who made that. I didn't know if it was Dub Team or someone else. So you made. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. The
Making the
I need a
human-
CPS wagon.
A human taco. I'm gonna fold him up. Spell my name like that.
I I was bored the last 2 days. I didn't have a lot of graphic design stuff to do, so I literally just like made Mullen shit out of boredom and then fucking made memes. It was like literally all done. Yeah.
It's funny how you get on that kick. It's like you make one meme and then you make another. You do something like it just, it's funny.
Dude, I was smacking on the memes last night. I was smacking it on the memes last night.
I can't.
How many star
Well,
memes
it's great
do
to
you
be
make?
back with you too,
Sorry.
Casey. Man, I miss you, bud.
Yeah, you too,
I
man.
tried to, rewatch and tune in whenever I was, MIA and stuff, and just happy to be here again.
Good to see Blake in here too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Good to see you guys. Sorry I showed up for the last like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Bounce off.
it's the
Randy.
thought that counts. You're here now.
Ricky showed up. I'm like my dad.
I got Chinese food here too that I'm ignoring, like crab rangoon.
Scott.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, at least he came back.
That was long enough for that. Hell yeah, Blake, what's going on with this weekend, man? I'll be doing freaking work tomorrow. I gotta do deliveries and take care of the bullshit. Casey, come get your shit too. I got all your shit sitting on the floor, taking up space.
I need to.
Just come through tomorrow and like.
I need a
What's up?
ZB6. I'm waiting for
I
the
got a
ZB6.
ZB6. The 18 showed up.
Oh, it's there?
The 18 showed up, yeah.
Oh shit, girl, I'll come pick it up in the morning then. Throw it in the trunk.
Hell yeah, brother. What about you guys? What are y'all doing this weekend?
School.
Ooh. Well, tomorrow is a fantasy NFL draft doing like 9 o'clock, but before that, there's something else I gotta do. I mean, what do I gotta do? Sunday, football? No, there's no football Sunday. I'm kind of, I don't know. It's a holiday, so I know something's gonna get sprung up like last minute. Like, oh hey, by the way, we're going here. It's a
Barbecue.
deal situation.
I
Yeah,
didn't
but
realize it's Labor Day weekend and stuff, and I was like, so is it? Are we taking Monday off? Is Monday off or no?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Monday.
Hell yeah.
No work on Monday, dog.
That'd be sick. I'll probably still go to the warehouse and find something to dick off with.
You always fill up that time gap with something else, man. There's
It's
no
gonna be
time,
like,
no
oh, we
such
have a
thing as
special
free
sale
time.
going on. Memorial
Yeah,
Day
right.
sale. Or
No,
Labor
it'll
Day,
be a
what's it?
customer hits me up at 5:30 p.m. Be like, I need one item, and I'm like, fuck. Okay, I'm on my way.
Labor Day sale.
Ain't no Labor Day sale.
That's it.
Labor Day, I'll open that motherfucker for you. Like, I ain't get no discount.
Yeah.
I should charge you more for opening on Labor Day, okay?
I can't.
Only open for retail.
Yeah, right. Yeah, dealer sales, good fuck, Casey. You can go hit me up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, if it's me, I'll be like, hey man, I have someone that needs this. You got anything in stock? And be like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah, not until tomorrow. Business hours.
Yeah, well, as long as you wake me up at the crack of noon.
Hell yeah. But on that note, guys, we're going to go and wrap this up for Andy is after show tonight, like normally. He's going to be doing his thing. We'll take and chime in for that bad boy. And this has been Rolling Thunder, episode 56. I appreciate everyone's time. I know we're cutting it short on this one a little bit, but it was a good episode. And thank you for joining in, Blake.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Had fun.
Yeah, thank you, Blake.
Oh, yeah.
That
Well,
left set of hair on my back.
Casey showed up to tell everybody to have a good weekend and no drinking and driving and enjoy your Labor Day, man.
I never
Exactly.
did
Have a
while
good
drinking
weekend.
Drinking while driving is okay. Being drunk and driving is not okay.
Touche.
If it's
Yeah.
just a roadie, bro, all bets are off.
Yeah, Casey's all about the roadies, man. Casey's about the fucking roadies.
Not
He's
about
like,
driving.
we're older
If we're
drinking and driving and we're fucking drinking and partying, dude.
If we're
I
on the
can't.
way somewhere to like a function, I'm with Scott. I always have a roadie. I'm like, let's go get.
And I'm like, you son of a bitch. I'm like, yeah, we're only fucking cold tilting into downtown city,
Yeah.
like fucking disturbing the peace like a motherfucker while he's got his fucking, Truly or some bullshit.
Nah, dude, Miller Lite.
Hell yeah. Well, he fucking waffle stomps the fucking can in my back floorboard.
Rolling Thunder, sponsored by Miller.
I wish I had time to drink. It's the day after that I need the time. It's just like, oh man, and the whole next day is, yeah, I'm not feeling like that.
You got a condition.
Knocks me out.
You got the
Yeah.
dad just going on. I just fucking
That's,
ordered
I know,
beer
that's the
this
thing. Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness, just I get it. Nope, Daddy doesn't want to deal with it right now.
I love Angry Orchard. I'll get fucking wasted on some fucking
Angry
apple
Orchards,
beer, bro.
yeah, and some
They have
apple
200
apple
calories
reds. Or,
a piece. They're like 180 to 200 calories a piece, dog.
They're sweet nectar, dude.
you know what's real bad?
I take two
Watermelon,
tall boys-
Jack Daniels.
No, dude. If
Yeah.
I take
Really
two
bad.
of those, like the fucking racetrack or like the tall boy Reds apple ales, and just fucking hammer down those two things, I am fucking shit faced, dude. On Three Tall Boys. Like that's like a good 2-hour ride right there of just being hammered drunk.
Yeah.
But anyways, on that note, guys, we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. Y'all have a good night. Have a good weekend.
All right.
Hey.
Good night.